How often do you find yourself forcing things into existence as opposed to allowing them to happen naturally and organically to you because they are meant for you? And I'm asking this question really specifically. I was having an amazing conversation with one of my clients yesterday, and she was telling me that she has found this new mantra or a positive affirmation that's been extremely helpful in mitigating some of her anxiety around trying to make things happen for herself when it feels like she's trying to force them. And the affirmation is really simple. And the premise is I don't chase, meaning I don't chase things that aren't meant for me. I allow what is meant for me to come to me. Whatever is meant for me will find me. And I had said to her, I'm going to do a daily message on this because I think it's a really important kind of affirmation to continue to tell yourself over and over again. I don't chase, I attract. Whatever is meant for me will find me. And I know this was a premise that took me a really long time to kind of figure out. I was walking around trying to make jobs that weren't meant for me happen, trying to make relationships, most specifically my marriage, happen to me, other relationships with other people, friendships. I was forcing countless things, even though it felt really uncomfortable. I could tell in my gut, it just wasn't meant to be part of my circle. It wasn't meant to be part of my life. But because I had convinced myself that I wanted something so bad and I wasn't attuned to my intuition, to my gut instincts, to anything of that nature, nor was I tapped into the fact that things are going to come to me as they're meant to come to me. Experiences, friendships, jobs, anything, if I follow the breadcrumbs. Right? So, and I'm not saying specifically, like if there is a dream job, you want to go out there and you want to get it and you want to make it happen for yourself, that is a whole different kettle of fish. I'm talking about things specifically in relationships that if you're trying to force it and it feels really unnatural and your stomach is giving you butterflies, but not in the best possible way, you really have to be attuned to your body when it comes to this. And I think what it allows you to do is kind of release and surrender to the universe in a lot of ways, because we all want a lot of things, or maybe for some of us, we all want a lot of things. And for me specifically in my business, I am I want this to happen. I want it to happen now. I want it to go, go, go. I want all of the things right away. I want it to all happen all at once. But there's a process, right? I've jump started the process. I'm doing everything. I'm following the breadcrumbs. I'm doing what I need to do, but I can't force things into existence. I can't force people into working with me. It has to be meant for me. It has to be at the right time, the right people, the right place. All of those things, all the stars kind of need to align before they can come into my world. And part of that means that I have to feel good enough. I have to feel deserving of those things to come to me. And we're talking a little bit here about the law of attraction in a lot of ways. And if we think about the law of attraction, we instantly think about vision boards, The Secret, making things manifest in your life, which is all amazing. I love all of these activities. But before any of those can come to fruition, before they can be meant for you, meaning they can enter into your reality, you have to have a particular vibration that matches what it is you want, right? So if you are filled with self-doubt, feeling unworthy, feeling like you don't deserve things, you can create the vision board, you can do all of the things, you can try and force situations into your reality, but until you, within you, feel on the inside that you're deserving, you're strong, you're resilient, you're empowered, those things cannot come to fruition because you haven't met the vibrational match of those things, right? So if you want to call in a whole bunch of money, you want to call in a thriving business for yourself, you want to call in an amazing job, or let's say even you want to get into higher education, but it's not happening, you kind of have to turn inwards and think, okay, well, what is it within myself that is blocking me from receiving those things? Because what is meant for you will come to you. You don't have to force it, but you also have to match that vibration, if that makes sense. Because if I have a low vibration of low self-worth, I don't love myself, I don't have self-compassion, I don't feel worthy, if that's my vibration, that's a very low vibration, and all of the things that you're looking for, very high vibration. And we are magnetic beings, right? So like attracts like, we're like magnets. So if we have a very low vibration, we can try and force things as much as we want into fruition, but it can't happen because we haven't met those goals at the same level. We're down here with low self-worth, and it's up here with no Denise, we need you to be high vibrational, right? And part of being able to do that is saying, okay, if it's meant for me, it will find me. I need to work on my own self first, because all the things that I want can't flow in naturally if I don't have the self-worth to match it. So this kind of took me on a whole, obviously, on a whole big rabbit hole about this idea of trying to force things to be when you're not ready to receive them because you're still in a place of low self-worth or low self-doubt. I guess self-doubt encapsulates that, right? So my message to you is, if you find you're trying to force something into being so badly and it's just not happening for you, one of two things are happening. One, it's not meant for you. There is something bigger and better and a different direction that is meant for you. Follow the breadcrumbs, see where they lead. Or that is meant for you, but you're still not meeting it vibrationally, meaning you're still feeling like you're undeserving. So I know that's kind of like a roundabout way to get this message out to you, but I loved the idea of this affirmation. I don't chase, I attract. What is meant for me will find me. And let's tack on to the end, so long as I feel worthy, because worthiness is what it's all about. So if you're struggling with self-doubt, if you don't feel worthy, if you do not feel deserving, this is some of the most profound work that I do with my clients in the Purposeful Insight program. I have seen clients go from feeling like they have very little in terms of worthiness, they don't feel worthy, they don't feel deserving, and by the end of our time together, whether it be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever their choosing is, I meet them where they're at, things have flipped entirely. Their perspective has changed. Their outlook on themselves has changed. It is a beautiful unraveling that they and I get to witness. So if that is something you're struggling with, if that message resonates with you, please reach out to me, send me a message. Let's have a chat. I'm here to support you in whatever capacity you need. And with that, I hope you are happy, healthy, and abundant. And of course, make it a great day, make it a great day, make it a great day. We went with like a little flamenco today. That was my idea. And a clap. Okay, let's get to it. I've chatted with you long enough. Have a great day.